Hello, welcome to another Try Pilates workout. It'll be 5 minutes of cardio, core based today, of course, and then 30 minutes of mat Pilates, and then about 10 minutes of some yoga. So without further ado, let's get it started. Stack your arms, find some genie arms. You'll sit your hips back into a squat, stand tall, we'll go twist, twist. Inhale down, exhale, exhale. All of our cardio today will have our core in mind. So as you stand tall and you rotate through your upper body, keep your abdominals tight to the spine. So we get a little oblique action there, rotating around our waistline. Drop it low, stand it up quick. Right now we're trying to find pace rather than depth, really, so that we can start to get that heart rate up. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to our next core cardio move. Shoulders are down, hips are sitting back. Rotate as much as you can through your upper body. Last one here, stand tall, twist, twist, reach your arms out to the right. Extend that left leg long, knee to chest. This first round, I'll keep all of the jumps out of the movement. The second round, we'll amp it up a little bit, but if you have any injuries you need to modify, come right back to these moves without the jumps into them. Good, exhale, belly button to spine, knee to chest, keep it quick. And the minute your foot taps the ground, drive that knee right back into your chest. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, count with me, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, other side, reach it up, knee to chest. Good, exhale as you bring it in, inhale, stretch it apart. Warming our abdominals up for our mat Pilates work, which is also core based. It is an ab day. And let's finish it here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind the head, opposite knee to elbow, same side. Twist through the waist, getting those obliques involved, keeping your core muscles tight. This could also be seen as some standing core work. So just as when you're on the ground and you're doing an abdominal crunch, you want to think about those same muscles tightening as you draw your knee to your elbow. Switch it up. Right knee, right elbow, left knee. Exhale, knee to elbow. Good, scooping into your core. Twisting through the midline. Good, heart rate starting to come up. Breathing gets a little heavy. You know that you're hitting that cardio. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternate. Right knee, left knee. Right knee, left knee. Good, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, keep it quick, 7, 6, stay focused, final 5, it's only 5 minutes, you're almost halfway through. Last 2, last 1, you'll step it back into a lunge with your right foot, clasp your hands, lunge it down and chop your hands outside your left leg, and then step it up, other side. Left foot steps back, lunge down, chop your hands to the right, step it up. Here we go, a little bit of pace. Twist through the waist, step back, lunge, twist and chop those arms. This move is called wood chopper. So that's why I keep saying chop those arms, even if that sounds very weird. That's what's stuck in my head. Good, twist through your core. But just know, the second round, there's a jump with these. So enjoy this warm-up round. Good, 4 more, 4, twist through the core, 3, rotate through the midline for 2, last 1, step it wide, sink it low, punch right and left. Twisting through that waist. Those obliques are involved today. And show me a real punch, give me real fists, no flingy fingers. Good, abdominals to the spine. You're bracing that core as if someone's about to punch you in your stomach. And pick that pace up with those arms. Drop it low in those legs. And let's go for 10, 9, 8, sink it down, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From the top, you're already halfway, adding a jump. Inhale down, jump it up, land, twist, twist, jump, land, soft knees, twist, twist. Now, of course, you can keep that jump out if that's just not appropriate for you. But if you don't feel like it today, reconsider. This is only 5 minutes of cardio. We're trying to blast that heart rate up in a short period of time. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Squat, jump, twist, twist. Arms reach up to the right, knee to chest. Adding in that hop. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand behind your head. Right elbow, left knee. Add in that hop. Remember, you can keep the hop out if that's just not a good idea for you. But if it's just hard, come on, let's push it. It's only 5 minutes. We can do it. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand behind the head, right knee. The minute your foot taps the ground, drive that knee right back up. Twist through the waist. Getting a little out of breath, but that's our idea. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands, opposite knee to elbow. Maybe you add in that little hop. Hop through center. Good. Abdominals are engaged and they're feeling it. Okay, we're taking it to our last 2 moves here, which are a bit explosive. You can keep the jump out if you'd like. Last 5, 4, with a smile, of course. Last 2, 1. Wood choppers. Jump that left foot back. Chop your arms across and switch. Right foot back and switch. Also, you can think of kind of like rowing a boat action. Okay, land nice and soft. Still want proper alignment in our lunges. So our front knee stays over our ankle and does not go forward over our toes. Make sure you jump far enough back on your back leg. 4, 3, sink into it. 2, final move. Feet are wide, sink it low. 4 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump it up. Click your heels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and click. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump it up and click. You're almost there. When you jump high, get up there. When you're down here, get nice and low. Let's go. 5 and 4. With a smile. 3, especially when it gets hard. 2, tricks your brain. Last one. Jump it up. Woo! And you've done it. Nice work with the cardio, guys. So now we are back for some ab-based Pilates, which is the center of Pilates anyways, but that will be our main focus today. So I'm gonna start with some isometrics. So you'll lie it all the way down, and then you'll bring your legs up to tabletop, and you'll firmly glue your legs together, press your back into the ground, core is engaged, and then press your hands into your legs. We're gonna take a 10-second actively pressing your hands and your thighs into each other. So it's not gonna look like work, but it will definitely feel like work. So here we go. Press your hands into your legs and your legs into your hands. Squeeze your inner thighs tight. We're here for 10. Abs should be shaking if you're doing this right. Good, fight your legs with your hands and your hands with your legs. Drive your low back into the ground. 4, 3, 2, and release. One more of those. Inner thighs tight, hands press into the thighs, engage the core, and press actively into your thighs, thighs into your hands. Dig the core muscles into the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Extend your left leg long, right leg to tabletop. We'll take both hands over to this right leg. And here we go. Just single leg. Press your thigh into your hands for 10, 9, 8, 7. No air between the back and the mat. Final 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. Left leg tabletop, right leg long. Actively press away. As you press your thigh into, your hands are pressing out. Low back has no natural curve. You are imprinted. Final 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. We're going for 8. Count with me. 8, 7. Keep that pressure. Don't lose it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we switch. For 8, push and press. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is our warm-up. Switch again. We're here for 6. Work for it. If you can't see that I'm shaking, I don't know how to prove it to you. Last 3, 2, and 1. Switch. Press with the hands. Pull in with your leg. Use your strength. 4, 3, 2, 1. Going for 2. Exhale, press. 1, 2, and switch. Exhale, press. 1, 2, 4 singles. 1, 1, 1, and 1. Nice work. Hug those knees into your chest. Made it through the warm-up. Okay, so just gonna flip around here so I can see you guys. So we're gonna lay down on our backs and we'll extend our left leg straight up to the sky. Flex the foot, extend the right leg long to a hover, belly button tight, reach the arms forward, curl up. Round your upper back over your ribs so that there's no tension in your neck. Try not to be in a place where just your head is lifting off the ground. Lift your chest up. From here, keep your hips planted into the ground. We'll take both of our hands inside of our left leg, and we'll take our left leg as far to the left without our right hip lifting. So don't let your pelvis rock left. Good, find the control. Use your right ribs, your oblique, your right oblique, and press it down into the ground. Exhale, return center. Curl up and reach. Both hands will go outside the left leg. Keep your left hip down this time and start to travel the leg over to the left without the left hip lifting. Good, so you shouldn't be able to go too far. Then exhale, come center. Grab your leg, bend your elbows, and then draw your knee towards your forehead. Take a nice big hamstring stretch. Inhale and exhale. Rest the head, switch the legs. Flex the feet, left leg's hovering, right leg is extended straight to the sky, curl up. Push through your heels so you're finding a stretch in the back of the leg, and then notice how both of your hips are planted. Let's try to maintain that. Reach both of your hands inside your right leg, and then start to take your right leg to the right. But don't sacrifice that left hip. Keep the left hip down. Left oblique is working, so this area of the body is planted into the mat. Left back ribs down. Ooh, this side's a little more challenging for me. I feel like I'm just gonna tip over. Exhale, back to center. Curl up, reinforce those abdominals, plug the belly. Both hands on the outside of the right thigh. Start to take the right thigh left. This time, right hip stays planted. If you feel your right butt lift, you've gotten too far. Keep the chest up. Continue to travel over if you can. Use your exhale, return center. Grab the back of the thigh or the shin if you're more flexible. Bend the elbows, curl up, and draw your forehead and your knee towards one another. Good, finding a little shake in your leg, it's good. That means the muscles are releasing and stretching. And then gently release. Send both legs straight up to the sky, glue them together as if they're one unit. Hands into the mat, corkscrew. Take both of your legs left, lower down, right, come center. Reverse. To the right, lower down, left, come center. Now I want these really small, so just how we set up in the last exercise, there should be no movement of your hips. If you're like this, that's not right. We've lost the core. So core tight, circling the legs and actively pressing the inner thighs into each other, and then reverse. Good. Tighten your low belly so that you're pressing your low back down and you're using your core to do so. Legs are straight and engaged, and we're breathing. It's an inhale to lower the legs and an exhale to return center. Inhale, circle down, exhale, return center. So not only is this strengthening our core, but it's also helping us with something called pelvic stability, which is why we're trying not to move our hips side to side, creating more balance in our hips. So it's a way to challenge balance without being standing on our feet. Good, let's go 4 more. For 4 and 3, keep those legs pressing into each other as if they're one leg. Use the core to lift the weight of the legs back to center. Final one here, and come back to center. Make a butterfly shape with your legs. That feels nice after that. Hands behind your head. Scoop your pelvis and press your low back flat. Exhale, you'll curl your chest up, look towards your toes, and then inhale, fully lower down. Exhale, curl to lift. inhale to lower. Notice if your neck is doing the work, try to imagine that your hands are a pillow. Hang your head back so that your hands feel like they're holding weight and that your chest is what's lifting you up. So this area of the body is doing the work and not the neck. Also notice if you're going with momentum and going really fast, that's kind of losing the abdominals, and you could strain your neck or your back doing that. So it's better to really think about what you're doing, squeeze the core muscles, look towards your belly as you curl up, and visually see your abs drop down. On your next one, we'll curl up and stay there. Lift your legs up into butterfly. As I do a little pulse of my chest, I'll do a little rock of my hips. Everything comes together, everything rocks apart. My ribs are going toward my hip bones, and my hip bones are coming up towards my ribs. I'm shortening the space in my waist and tightening into my abdominals. As it gets harder, remind yourself to try and let that head rest back in your hands. Shoulders are down, so notice if they start to crunch up, anchor them into your back. Good, let's go for 6 and 5, for 4. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale up, inhale down. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Pin your elbows and your thighs together. Find that active pressure. Press your elbows and your thighs into each other. Fire in the core here. Elbows press to thighs, thighs press to elbows. Hold for 10, 9, I'm turning red because it's work. 8, 7, curl into it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, hug those knees to your chest. Then find your butterfly, and then let's press ourselves up to a seat. Quick stretch. Grab the arches of your feet with your thumbs. Open the arches of your feet up like a book. Sit tall, and then draw your chest forward. Lengthen the spine rather than rounding. Reach your chest over your toes. Deep inhale. Press the outer thighs to the ground, and lengthen the spine forward. And then rolling it all the way up. Straighten your legs, glue them together. Hug the outer hips in. Sit tall, no slouchy back, straighten up. Hands behind your head, flex your feet. Exhale, twist your upper body to your left. Turn further left, and then inhale, center, tall back. Exhale, rotate right, turn further right, inhale, center. 3 exhales, exhale, 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 inhale, tall spine. Exhale, rotate, 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 inhale, tall back. Twisting through the waistline and breathing. Inhale, center. Notice if your legs are shifting at all. We want none of this. That means the rotation is occurring in your hips, and we're trying to find just the rotation right here around the narrow part of your waist. 2 more. Exhale, twist further. Turn your chest more. Turn more. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Rotate. Twist. Inhale, center. And release. Nice work. Going into our double leg stretch, you'll hug your knees to your chest, glue your inner thighs tight together, palms to your shins, curl it up. Focusing on the length of this exercise, on your inhale, you'll keep your chest up and reach as far apart as possible. Fingertips to the back wall, toes to the front wall. Circle your arms around and hug yourself back into a ball. Inhale, lengthen the body, stretch from head to toe, belly button to sign, and circle. Inhale, stretch through the fingertips and the toes, and then exhale, roll up into a ball. Inhale, elongate the body, and then exhale, engage those core muscles. Inhale, reach, and exhale, return. Final 3. Inhale to lengthen, no work in the neck. Exhale, curl into it. Final 2. Circle and lift. And final 1, inhale, reach to lengthen. Exhale, circle, hug it in, and then rock yourself back up. This time, legs wide apart, as wide as your mat. Same idea, no shifting of the feet. Keep the legs still, thighs press down into the hamstrings. Hands behind the head. Rotate your upper body as far to your left as you can. Reach forward with your arms and pull back with your core. Hands behind your head. and then come back to center. Rotate your body as far right as possible. Watch those legs. I just shifted. Reach your hands forward and pull your navel back like someone's punching you in the gut. Hands behind the head and center. Inhale. Exhale, twist and reach. Belly back. Inhale, stack and center. Exhale, rotate. Turn your back. Inhale, round your back. Reach forward with your hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Every time through center, we're working posture. Tall on those sits bones. Rotate, reach and round, stretching the back body. Lengthen and lift, working the posture. Feet are flexed. Exhale, twist. Inhale, dive and reach. Inhale, center. This time with pulses. Exhale, round. Reach forward with your hands. Pull back with the core for 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, center. As I pull back with my core muscles, I'm contracting my abs deeper and deeper. Inhale, center, and release. Time for teaser. We'll take our legs up into tabletop. Glue those guys together. Arms are straight, press your palms into each other. On your inhale, stretch your legs away from you. Exhale, pull both knees to the left shoulder. Use your low belly. Inhale, reach forward, same side. Exhale, knees to the shoulder. Good. Inhale, reach forward. See if you can keep your spine in the same position the whole time. When we reach those legs forward, the tendency is to kind of start to fall back. Keep the lift. Stay proud. Exhale, knee to the left shoulder. Use your low abs to help lift those knees up towards you. Last 2. Inhale, reach. Exhale, abdominals. Tuck into it. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. 6 on the other side. Stretch. Knee to right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen the spine, sit tall. Exhale, knee to shoulder. So a lot of posture work, which is really important nowadays because we're just not really thinking about it. And we're having jobs and phones and technology that really aren't helping our problem. So head back in space, tall spine, no tech neck. Last one, inhale, stretch. Exhale, knees to the right shoulder. Inhale, stretch, and lower it down. We're gonna take it into our scissors. Arms forward, scoop your pelvis, roll it to the mat. Extend your left leg to the sky. Grab a hold of that leg. Right leg extends long to a hover. Hug your hands into your leg. Press your leg into your hands. Pull for 2. Pull, pull, scissor, switch. Hug the hands, press with the leg. Pull, pull, scissor, switch. As you pull, the leg is coming closer and closer, and we're finding that lovely hamstring stretch. Good, it's an exhale, exhale, and an inhale, inhale. Press the hands into the leg and the legs into the hand. So as the hands pull forward, the leg presses away from you. Thighs are tight, so the muscles in the legs are working. Calves are tight, because my toes are pointed so vigorously. Good, let's go for 4 and 3, for 2, and 1, freeze, flex your feet. No pulses, just quick switches. Just pull that leg to you with your arms and press away with your leg. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Let's lay it straight down on our back. Number 1 thing here is no air pocket between your back and the mat. Legs go straight up to the sky. Hug the inner thighs tight. This is the kicker, guys. Very slowly, you'll lower your legs 1/3 of the way down, and then take an inhale and freeze. On your exhale, lower another 1/3 of the way down. Take an inhale and freeze. Final third, 1/3. Hold at your lowest point. Exhale, lift. And again, now you know what you're in for. 1/3 of the way down. Inhale. Another 1/3 of the way down. Inhale. A final third, inhale, and exhale, lift. Here we go. 1/3, freeze. 2/3, freeze. 3/3, no arch in the low back. Exhale, lift. I think we can do a couple more. 1/3 of the way down and hold. 2/3 of the way down and hold. Use your glutes. Final 1/3 of the way down and hold. Lift it up. Curl up if you're with me. Final 2. 1/3 of the way down, freeze. Keep that chest up. 2/3 of the way down, freeze. as low as you can go, maybe just an inch off the ground. Exhale, belly to spine, lift it up. Final one, 1/3 freeze. Chest is curling over the ribs, 2/3 freeze. Final third, hold for 10, 9, low back down, belly to spine, 7, 6, reach forward with the arms, shoulders plugged, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lift, hug your knees into your chest. Okay, rolling like a ball, something a little fun. Toes together, rock yourself up. So this is definitely about balance here and staying rounded in your back the whole time. We're never trying to sit tall in this position. So Pilates C curve, scoop the pelvis. Toes touch, knees about shoulder distance apart, palms press into the thigh or into the shins, and the shins press into the palms. On my inhale, I'll rock back to the tips of my shoulders, and then exhale, I'll rock back to a seat, still rounded and scooped in my core. Inhale, rock back. Exhale to our balance. Let's do 3 more like this. Inhale to rock, exhale, core involved. Inhale, rock, exhale, balance. Last one. Inhale, rock it back, exhale, balance. So let's add something here. We're gonna rock all the way up to standing and then control it all the way back down. So let's see what happens. So we rock it back, plant the feet, and press yourself up. Let's try it again. One more like that. Sit it back, toes together, rock back, plant your feet, stand it up. Now you'll either stay with that or try a single leg. So we'll rock it back, plant your left foot, press yourself up to standing. Woo! Let's try the other side. Single leg takes you down, rock it back, plant your right foot, and stand it up. One more each leg. Inhale, sit it back, single leg takes you down, rock it back, plant the left foot, stand it up, rock it back on your inhale, use that exhale to power up through the right leg, take it all the way back to a seat. Amazing, even if you just tried it, you did something new today. Open leg rocker. So if this doesn't work for you, you'll go back to the rolling like a ball that we started with. So let's first just start with the prep. A little bit taller in the chest, still rounded in the low back versus rolling like a ball. Legs will extend straight forward and we'll press our palms and our shins into each other. Find that isometric work. Palms press into shins, shins kick up to the sky. Let's hold here for 10. Stay proud in the chest, widen the sternum and lift up. Scoop through the navel, squeeze the inner thighs to touch. Smile through the shakes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that down. Now let's go for a little ride with that. So for this one, you'll grab onto your ankles. You could stay right here. You could extend one leg. You could extend both. So let's try it with both. You can go to one if you need to. Tall through the chest, scoop through the core. Inhale, you'll roll it back. Exhale, you'll roll it up and balance. Proud chest. Inhale, roll down the length of the spine, and then exhale, lift through the spine. 2 more. Inhale, belly button tight, and then exhale, lift. Final one. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, reach the chest, release, and lower it down. You did amazing. Okay, it's time to do some yoga. So let's flip it over onto all fours, and we will be planting our hands with our fingers spread nice and wide. Knees will be right under the hips for some scapula retractions. I'm gonna get my hair out of the way so you can really see what that is. So the first thing I'm gonna do is press the ground away very actively with my fingers spread wide and round my upper back up into my shirt. Shoulder blades are separated away from the spine. Keeping my arms straight, I'll draw my shoulder blades towards the spine and lower my chest through my arms. Could feel like a big stretch in the front of your shoulders. Here we go. Exhale, press the ground away, lift your upper back up, and then inhale, melt the chest and the head down, widen the collarbone. Exhale, round and lift, puff up. Push the ground away. Inhale, slide the chest through the arm bones and widen the sternum. One more. Exhale, round and lift. Inhale, Exhale, widen the chest and open through the heart. Come back to center. Now for a wrist strengthener, belly bend to spine, neutral spine. You'll press your fingers down actively. You're gripping the floor, and then you'll lift your left heel of your hand off the floor with resistance. Make sure your fingers don't lift. The whole finger is down. Now the right hand lifts and lowers. Take a peek at your fingers and just notice, does your pinky want to lift? Does your thumb lift? Do your knuckles lift? Weight that area. There should be no space between any part of your fingers and the mat. Let's do one more each side. This is the warm-up for this, by the way. Get ready. Last one. Now let's try both hands at the same time if that's accessible. Both hands lift. Woo! That's a little more difficult. Both hands lower. For 3, fingertips grip the floor. Final 2. This is a big wrist strengthener here. And final 1. Okay, we're gonna repeat all of that in a plank. So hands planted, palms underneath shoulders, belly tight, round the spine slightly, tuck your toes back behind you. We'll come into our protraction and our retraction that we started with. Puff your upper back up way high to the ceiling, and then draw your shoulder blades together and widen your chest. Puff your back up, draw your shoulder blades together, widen your chest. This is so good to get mobility in your upper back. And there's lots of ways to do it. You can do it with your hands on the wall. You can do it in that all fours position that we did a minute ago. If you're looking for more work, this is a good option. Good, so retract the spine and then protract, puff up. Last one. Retract those shoulder blades into the back and then puff up. Come to neutral for our wrist strengthener. Fingertips grip the ground. You'll lift the left palm up, weight all of the fingers, and then lower it down. Alternate hands. Lift the right palm and lower. Exhale, lift and lower. Make sure your hips aren't sinking. Keep your hips up. Lift up and lower down. One more each side. Lift the left and lower. Grip the floor. Your fingertips could even be turning white here, and that is okay. Lower the right hand down. Rest the knees. So what we'll do is we'll tint the left hand so just the fingertips are down and it's wider than our shoulder. Right hand is directly underneath our shoulder. And we'll do protraction and retraction just on the right shoulder. So step your toes back into your plank. Core is tight. Puff your right shoulder blade way up into your shirt. Keep your right arm straight as your right shoulder blade squeezes to the spine. Puff it up to the sky and then draw it to the spine. Puff your shoulder blade up, separate it from the spine, and then draw it into your back. Good, last 2. Breathing through it. Exhale, press. Inhale, dip. And come to neutral. Let's switch. Plant the left hand directly underneath your shoulder. Right fingers tips tent, wider than your right shoulder. Core tight, step it back into that plank. From here, left shoulder blade puffs way up to the ceiling. Keep the left arm straight as the left collarbone widens and the shoulder blade glides to the side. Puff it up. Retract it back. Exhale, reach, protract. Inhale, retract. Let's go for 4. Good. And 3. Exhale. And inhale. Final 1. Puff it up. And then draw it back. And rest those knees. Very nice. Okay, so now we're going to lay it all the way down on our belly. Coming into Sphinx pose. Forearms are down, elbows planted directly underneath your shoulders. Actively press your hands down into the ground. Reach your tailbone to your heels, and then glide your chest through your arms and go up. Drop your shoulders into your back and pull the front of your chest forward. There is an isometric pull of those arms, so our arms are actively pressing down and dragging back. Collarbones are opening up and spreading apart. And there's a lifting sensation. We're pushing the floor away from us. And then exhale, let's bring it to the mat. Reach your arms straight back behind you for Shalabhasana. Tuck your pelvis into the mat. Roll your inner thighs to the sky. On your inhale, you'll lift everything up. Arms, legs, chest. Eyes look directly down to the ground, so there's no pinched skin like this in the back of the neck. Look to the floor. Roll the inner thighs to the sky so the legs stay parallel. Reach the fingertips to the heels, plug the shoulders into the back. Stretch the crown of the head to the top front wall, and then lower it down. Let's do one more like that. Scoop into the hips, press the pelvis firmly into the mat. Inhale up. Straight arms and legs, even if that means you're lower and right here, that's awesome. Try not to bend the knees or reach through the toes, firm the thighs. Lift and find length. Last 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Interlace your hands behind your back. Draw your shoulders together. If you're more flexible, clasp your hands completely. Close your palms. Hips into the ground. Inhale, lift everything up and stretch your arms back in space. So you're getting a nice big stretch in the chest. Not only is your chest going up, but think of it going forward as your fists pull back. Big inhale, everything lifts, and exhale, melts it down. Okay, we'll take a quad stretch. Prop yourself up on your right forearm. 2 options, a little less intense on the leg. Bend the left knee, grab it with your left hand, and you'll pull the heel towards your butt. This already could feel like a good one. If you want a little bit more, you'll slide the fingertips so they point in line with your toes. Pull the heel down, lift the elbow up, and press the foot down into your hips. Now press your hips down into the mat. So try not to create too much arching in the low back. You should feel something in your pec on this left side as well. I definitely do. Big inhale here, stretching out those hip flexors that get a nice workout with our ab workout. And release. So other side. First option, left forearm down, elbow underneath shoulder. Bend your right knee, grab the inside of the foot with your right hand, and you'll pull the leg to you. If this is enough, stay right here. Maybe you're here, that's a-okay. Pull the heel in, push the top of the palm down onto the top of the foot, and slide the fingers so that they point forward and your elbow points up. Good, and then press your hips into the ground. Lengthen your tailbone to the back of your knees and reach your chest forward. Big inhale here, and then exhale, release. Okay, last big stretch for the back. Lower down onto your stomach, bend both knees to your chest. Reach back for the insides of your feet. Narrow your knees, narrow your feet so they're directly in line with your feet, your hips in parallel. Collarbones are wide. Inhale, lift the chest forward, kick the legs up, and now go straight up. Good, draw the chest forward as you kick your feet into your hands. Press your hips down into the mat. Try not to let your knees go wide. Hug them to the midline like there's a ball in between your knees. One more big breath. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. And then exhale, release. And let's find a child's pose. Knees wide, sink your hips to your heels. Arms can stretch overhead. If you have any shoulder issues, you can rest them down by your waist. That kind of just feels nice. Yeah, let everything in your body settle. And just give yourself a second after all that work you put in. And then we'll press ourselves on up and take a seat. Let's close it all out with a big inhale. So sit nice and tall, lift the arms up, lift the chest up, lift the gaze up. Press your hands together, and then draw your hands to your heart and keep your chest lifted. And then bow your chin, chest stays up. Nice work, guys. Thanks for joining me. See you on the next one.